Okay, welcome to this little training video on how to use the gallery at tullylens.com. So first thing I'm going to do is go to tullylens.com, tullylens.com /photocart, photocart. That's tullylens.com /photocart, and that'll get you to the gallery site. So you might pick that off a link on the website, or you might pick that off a link that I might send you. So on this page then you'll see all the different galleries that are available. Now all the galleries are locked. Generally, well, nearly all the galleries are locked. So this one you need a password, so I'm going to make up a password and can't get in. So if you don't have the correct password, you can't get in. And but you can send a link to the gallery to your friends and give them the password if you want to. Okay, so I have a demo training video gallery here, so what I'm going to do now is just go into this gallery. But before that, I need to create an account. So in order to be able to select photographs for an album, you do need to create an account. Now you can look at the pictures without creating an account, but some of the functions won't work. So the first thing I'm going to do is create an account, and there's a button here called Create Account just on the top bar. And all it asks you is a first name and a last name. Okay, so I'm just going to put first name and last name. And I just created this account just for the purposes of the video. So basically just put in your own email address. And you have to give it a password. Okay, so only 2 bits of information, name and email address. And you then create an account, and you can click the Remember Me button. What that does actually probably puts a little cookie on your computer, so it remembers you. Okay, so it creates an account, and we're going to click to continue. So now I want to get into this gallery, and I have to put the code for the gallery. So I have a code, and you'll actually see it as you type it in. In this case, I just said APC. I'll probably change it now after I've made the video. So I submit this now, and I submit it. And that means now I'm into the gallery, so I now can view all the photographs. Okay. Now, on each photograph then is listed out, it's a grid, 4 by whatever, and it'll go down and keep going down like that. Okay. At the bottom of each photograph then we have a couple of functions. We've got 5 functions. The first thing here to note is this is the image number. So this is MG_0817. This would be MG_0838. Okay, so that's the image number or the file number. So starting on left to right, we have a magnifying glass. So if you click on the or just hover over the magnifying glass, it'll make the pictures big. So see that there? So simply by hovering over it, it'll bring a large version of the picture into view. Okay. The next one then is a flag. Now it's a flag, but it's used for comparing, but it has a flag symbol. So really what it's for is when there's 2 photographs that look kind of similar. And I think in this gallery actually nothing is similar. It's kind of a test gallery that I use just for testing, to be quite honest with this. There's nothing too similar. Okay, let's pretend we're going to compare these two. So I click on the compare button and the flag goes green, and I click on the compare button here and the flag goes green. So I now have 2 pictures that are flagged green. If I go down to the bottom here, I can click the compare all photos photograph. And see the ones that I selected? They actually appear here. These are the selected ones. When I click compare all photos, it actually makes them large. So now I can go in close and look closely at the 2 photographs. So say for example this was a portrait and I wanted to compare 2 portraits that were quite similar. I'd simply just look at them closely and I could say, oh yeah, this is the one. Eyes are kind of closing a little bit. In this one the eyes are actually fine. When I'm happy with my selection then I can close compare all and just remove them, and then the green goes. Now you can actually compare 4 photographs. So I'm going to, or 3. So 1, 2, 3. And see now in the bottom the 3 photographs have appeared. If I click compare all photographs, all 3 will pop up and they'll come into view, and then I can actually compare the 3 photographs. Alright, so I'm going to remove that, and it's gone, it's resorted back to 0 now, so there's nothing selected. Now the next one then is the heart button, and it's to select your favorites. So say for example you're trying to pick a group of photographs for an album. Say you wanted 30 photographs or 40 photographs for an album. you would actually go through all your photographs. You say, oh yeah, I like that one. Yeah, oh, I love that one. I'd love to have that in it. Let me see now. Oh yeah, I like that one. I'd love to have that photograph in it. Let me go back up here. Oh yeah, I really like that one. That'd be a great one. Oh yeah, I'd love this, and I'd love this, and I'd love this one. So now you're just going around selecting the photographs that you like. And I'll just pick that one there as well. That's a cool one. Okay. Now what you can do now is you can actually look at these all together. So you can look at the favorite ones together. So if you go to my account and go down to my favorites, what it does now is it collates all your favorites together. So they're the 8 photographs that I selected. So in the selection process, you might say, well, yeah, I've selected too many. I only want 4. So say, I don't really want that one. Oh, I like it, but it's not essential. Actually, the last thing I need to be reminded of is food. And yeah, I don't really want too much food in my album, so you remove that. And then you're down to 4. So you've selected 4 photographs. So you can actually go back then to your gallery. If I just go back to home, I'll go back to home again, and I can go back into the gallery. And then I could decide, well, hang on, I'd like some more group photographs. So now you'd select a group photograph. And actually, this is a really good photograph here. And I do like this one here. So now you've selected another 3. You go back up to my account and my favorites. And those 3 pictures have now been added. So now you can get a sense of what your album might look like by simply going into this view and then popping back to the main album. And if there's different sub-galleries in your particular folder, your sub-galleries will roll up into this view. So whatever photographs you pick, they'll actually come into this particular view here. Okay. So that's then how we select the photographs. The next button then is, actually what I'll do is I'll go back to the gallery. Whoops daisy, I'll go back to home page. It should be easier. Just back to home page. And because I'm logged in, should go straight back into the gallery here. Now the next button then is the click to purchase. This is only if there's a purchase agreement worked out for a picture. Now this is it's not the best list actually. You know, I'm going to change that listing on that. But for example, if you pick a picture, you'll actually see on the right hand side all the different options that could be available for that photograph. It could be 10 by 8, it could be 6 by 4s, 3 by 4s, and you then can simply click on something and then you add it to your cart. You want 1 or 2, you can enter a comment. Ring me when you get this order. And you can add it to your cart. And that then will go up into a PayPal process. And I'll talk about that again. It's a separate process altogether. So say for example you really like this photograph, you can actually download it. So I click the free download button. And then it downloads. And I can see it there. That's it. And then I can simply save it. I could save it as in this case a JPEG. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to give it a new name. So Joe's wedding group photo. And then I simply, in my case I have an Apple Mac, so I'm saving it onto my desktop. You can see here that it's 409 kilobytes, so I'm going to save that. So it's okay for Facebook. It might actually be quite good for doing a 6x4. You just need to give it a go and try it out. And that now then is on my desktop. So if I go to my desktop, I'll actually find that photograph. So it's a very handy feature if you, if at a wedding, what I can do is I can put all the guest photographs into a separate album, and you can simply invite your guests to download their favourite photograph onto their desktop. Now they wouldn't download your wedding photographs, but they might download their favourite photographs, because I'd segregate the actual bridal party photographs from the guest photographs. And that's just a nice way of sharing photographs to your wedding, and you can get stuff onto Facebook very, very quickly. Okay, so that's the gallery. So we have the magnifying glass, we have the flag for comparing, we have the little red heart for identifying your favourites, we have the cart if there is a purchase option attached to your particular package, and then we have a download button if there's a free download attached to your particular package. The other main thing is you need to create an account. So when you create an account, then the system then knows who you are, and then when I'm looking at your photographs, I can know I have visibility on what photographs you've actually selected. And it'll filter all your favorite photographs, so you can see what photographs you've selected. And there's a My Picture section, so this is this is pictures associated with my account, or galleries associated with my account. That's something you wouldn't particularly use. So that's that. Hope that was useful. Any questions, just get back to me. I'll make a separate video on how to actually do the shopping cart. Alright, thanks very much.